I'm going to make this quick because it's 4:30 in the morning and this was just on my mind. So I'm going to make this quick, but there was if I could find it because I saved it as a screenshot, something that the Daily Wrap Up crew, and I watched a couple of their shows, and um let's just say that I like that concept. It's okay. I like that concept because the concept is much more calmer. Is it like Fresh and Fits? Kind of, but it's more of a conversation than more. It's more or less of conversations, more or less of a controlled environment than it's just like Myron and Fresh like got 8 different women and all of them are kind of like erratic and you could tell they don't vet them. They just they just bring girls on and all that other shit, which. They did a whole little section and it was like, and someone was like, "Yo, why don't you vet these girls or some shit like that?" And look, because one of them did say, "Hey, because one of the girls said I did bring girls. They was from Harvard or they're educated, college educated, and but even they think like this. It's just like, and even Myra said, yeah, you got a point, but we also bring in college educated girls that do bring like this and all this stuff. They all have this type of thinking. But we're not even getting to that. I could get into that, but we're not even getting into that. What I want to get into is this post that came from the Daily Wrap Up crew, and he goes, respectfully, Rihanna and Nicki Minaj both, and this is in quotation, settled according to black women, but y'all failed to see that both are extremely happy with their black man. What's more important to y'all, happiness or finances? Now, some girls will probably tell you both. I didn't, if I probably, I don't know when did they did this tweet. If I probably go into their tweet right now, um, somebody would probably say both. I said, damn it, I keep Daily Wrap. Oh, okay. Bam, bam. Oh, there's only one comment. It's weird. Fucking Twitter. I was hoping to see a lot of comments because I do think a lot of people watch their shit, but Twitter's weird. Anyway, I still want to talk about this. Okay, just for the what they're saying. Rihanna and Nicki Minaj both settled. Now, I've always said, and I'm an average Joe. I'm not no rich nigga. I'm not no high value nigga. I'm an average Joe. I've always hated the term settled because it's just like, or like, because when you think of settled, it's just like, okay, he doesn't meet my standards. This is the best I can do. I just rock with this person. I don't want to be in a, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to be in a relationship where you look at me, it's just like, all right, he'll do. Instead of like, okay, I like you. Let's see where this relationship goes. It's more or less, you know what, you'll do. I don't think the relationship, I think if your relationship is based off of that, you're 99, to me, 99.9% of the times that relationship's going to fail because you're not really in it. Now, he may be a good dude or he may do his job, but that's not what you want. Now, there are times where the man, she like, all right, you do, and the man shows, oh my God, this man is better than I expected and all that stuff. But but I feel like a lot of you women, especially when y'all get into a relationship like this, y'all 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I think that's why a lot of women are so quick to leave. It's not because their past hurt. It's because you're not really 100% invest. And I could be wrong. I don't think you're 100% invested in that relationship like you think you are. It's like, oh, I do all this stuff for him and all that stuff. It's like, if I understand we're in a time where like a lot of people are about as value as their options, which is why a lot of men feel like it's never your woman. Excuse me. That's probably why a lot of dudes feel like when it comes to women, it's never your women, it's just your turn, and some shit like that. I said that to me, that is just I, I don't knock the saying, but I also feel like it's just terrible to think like that. And maybe it's just because like I said, I grew up seeing long lasting relationships. I just came from my grandparents' house and they've been married for over 60 years. Hell, like even before my mother and father divorced, they was married for 20 years. It's just like most people don't even get that far. They don't even get half of that. Hell, not even a quarter of that. Shit. Excuse me. Like I said, it's 4:30 in the morning and this was on my mind. But yeah, it's not even like half of that, not even a quarter of that. So it's like you don't really see a lot of these relationships lasting that long. I personally think that, you know, when it comes to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, and this also proves my point that when you're equally yoked, it does have nothing to do with fucking money. You know, because always, people's like, why you don't, you got to be equally yoked. And they always throw money in there. If he's an entrepreneur, the whole beast of, if he's an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur, we got to be equally yoked. And then I feel like when people's like equally yoked, you put money in there. And I've always said, that doesn't make you, I don't think money makes you equal. Being equally, I believe that being equally yoked does have nothing to do with fucking money. Because one is always going to make more than the other. Unless y'all working at the same fucking job. But even then, there are times when a man makes more than a woman. Or when a woman makes more than a man. I feel like, y'all talking about your finances, I feel like it kills relationships. Either or. I understand the man is supposed to be the provider. And I do believe in that a man is supposed to be to protect and provide. But I've always said that protecting and providing goes more than money. Because sometimes, a lot of people protect their value. They don't make that much money, but you protect the family with all your life. You provide wisdom. It's like money. It's like you can provide shelter with money. Yeah, that's true. But how can I say it? Sometimes a house or home. But a nigga that's just like paying child support could just he can fucking pay a bill, and all that other stuff just by paying child support, and not even be in the kid's life, just get his money and shit. But I feel like in order for you to be equally yoked, your morals gotta be on point. Your morals gotta be the same morals. Or it's just like y'all just gotta like click to a point where it's just like y'all know each other like the back of your hands. I understand, like money. Don't get me wrong, money is important because you need to do stuff with it. And yes, I do feel like as men, I guess I'm a traditionalist. Men do want to be men should be in the leadership role and all that stuff. But I'm also a realist that in this day and age, where women are, going to college, getting degrees and all that stuff, and getting better jobs, and a lot of men, there are men that go to college, but not as much as women do. Black women are enrolled out the fucking wahoo. So they're always going to be going to fucking college and all that other stuff. That's why, they say we the most educated and all that other stuff. And, in my opinion, you can have that. I'm not jealous of that. I don't think no man is jealous of that. But we also know that sometimes, like, fuck. We also know that sometimes the shit y'all go to college for ain't worth shit. Or it's like, what the fuck you gonna get into that degree? So when you hear that so many people they go to school and like some of the shit they pick, you be like, does that even make money? You kind of look at it and go, does that even make money? It's like, how you making money off of that? And all that shit. It's just, and then like they go through, and like if you're like someone like a Kevin Samuels, they go through your network. Which I seen Kevin Samuels do. I said, all right, you expect them to make millions off of this? I said, ma'am, I done looked up your fucking job. The most you'll make is from here to here. And I've seen him do that. Or he just knows like that business approach, and it's just like the most you'll make is here to here. So how do you expect to be a millionaire when your job that you fucking enrolled for can make it here to here? So I've seen that. But I feel like if your morals are straight, it's like if y'all like the same religion. if y'all have the same beliefs, if when it comes to relationships, and how do y'all go about things. That's where I feel like you're equally yoked. How do you discipline a child? That's To me, that's where you find out if you're equally yoked or not. Even when it comes to sex, it's just like, okay, does he know your spots, or does he know um what if he does this? Does he know if you do this, it'll make you come quicker, or if you do this, there's a quick turn off and all that shit. Now, here's the thing: these are entertainers, all of them. These are entertainers. These are not like regular Joe businessmen. So these are not regular Joe businessmen. So even though ASAP Rocky is fucking I'm sorry, I'm looking at this communicate because I just remember Paris Milan had said something too in her community page, and that shit kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna say it pissed me off, but it was just like, what? And it's I know, even though I follow this woman, it's like some of the shit I fucking see is just like stupid. It's like y'all really sometimes you women really post some stupid shit, and y'all expect niggas to really like, yeah, you right, but logically y'all shit is just like incorrect or some shit like that. But because this is the opposite. Because obviously you read the judgment. This one, she was trying to like, I desperately yearn the day that collective black women would want better for themselves as well. Eve and Sierra are the only post-90s black female artists, including both rappers and singer, that partnered and married well. Obviously, Sierra's with Russell Wilson, and Eve is with a white billionaire. And I guess everybody else is just like, they just have baby daddies or partner. So when I think when she like partnered down, I think that was a shot at Nicki Minaj marrying Kenneth Petty, which I'm gonna get into. Um, and I guess a little bit at Rihanna for marrying ASAP Rocky, but ASAP Rocky make money too, so it's just like maybe not Rihanna money, but that 50 Savage line and her dedicated fan base. She's a billionaire. So what the fuck you expect? Um, I want, all other female black musicians partnering down, most not marrying and stuck in cycles, baby daddies, baby mama drama. I want better for black women. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna tell you this for that last one. And this is not a shot at black women, but you have to pick better men. You have to pick. It's not gaslighting, because I've seen somewhere in the TikTok was like, you telling me to pick better men is gaslighting. I said, no, the fuck is not. Because half of y'all know that the nigga ain't shit to begin with, and yet y'all still fuck with him. Not only fuck with him, you get into a relationship with him, that nigga, you be having your child, and then next thing you know, he doesn't want to take care of the child. Oh, this nigga ain't shit. Fuck all men, yada yada yada, and all that other shit. Y'all get with these men that don't give a fuck about y'all, and y'all like fucking these niggas. Y'all don't. Yeah, this is, to me, that's like the opposite of turning a hoe into a housewife. It's just like turning a fuck nigga into a husband. No, that nigga is always gonna be a fuck nigga. And y'all women don't choose correctly. I understand if that nigga was just like, oh, he sell you the world, and then like fucking doesn't deliver and all that other shit, and he ends up being a fuck nigga. That I understand to a point. But even then, it's just that I seen a lot of y'all women. Y'all know that nigga is fucked up. That nigga got nothing going for him, and y'all still fuck with the nigga. And then like he disappoints you. It's just like, and I think y'all just like, honestly, and this is my fucking opinion, I think y'all like dating niggas like that. I think if y'all ever get with a good man and he fucking checks you for the fucking toxic shit that you do, y'all won't be able to handle it. That's why y'all date these broken ass niggas, or these broken ass niggas that you could talk to them like however the fuck they want. They just sit there and just take it. But I swear to God, I really don't. But when I look at ASAP Rocky and he was like, I'm in love with Rihanna, I was like, you know what? He's probably treating her well. That's what I said. He's probably treating her well. And he's probably doing everything that, that she needs. Same thing with motherfucking Nicki Minaj's husband. Cause a lot of people call that nigga a dusty ass nigga. And like, yeah, that nigga don't get me wrong, that nigga, even though I'm not gonna dog him out and all that other shit, but that nigga definitely got a history. So, but fucking she married that nigga. She saw something in him that, she was like, this I want this nigga to have my baby. And all that shit. Now be mindful. She was with Safari. She was with, I think at one point, Nas. That didn't work out. She was with Meek Mill. That didn't fucking work out, obviously. And them two was in fucking love. So, she was fucking with, except for Safari. But, she kind of was fucking with niggas at her pay grade and higher. And yet, it didn't turn out. This nigga don't make nowhere near Nicki Minaj money. He probably get money, but not Nicki Minaj money. Same thing with ASAP Rocky. It's like ASAP Rocky get money, not Rihanna money, but he getting money. Probably treats, and it was like, hey, he probably treats her well. He probably treats her well. He's like, she probably gets to be herself around him. And Rihanna dated a fucking billionaire too. I just want people be mindful. Rihanna dated a billionaire. Janet Jackson fucking married and divorced a billionaire, and I don't think she was ever in love with that nigga. I think she was there for the fucking money. To this day, I could be wrong, but to this day, I can believe she was there for the fucking money, and her giving birth to a child. I think she got a baby by him too, because I know she got a kid. You don't see her fucking kid anywhere, but she does have a kid. But when she was with Jermaine Dupri, you could obviously see that she was happy with Jermaine Dupri. I know they didn't fucking last. To this day, I think Diddy regrets not marrying J-Lo. And like he was really in love with him, but that whole shit with the fucking Shine incident and all that shit, I think that kind of fucked it up. But let's see who else. Bow Wow and Angela Simmons. I know that shit is kind of like whatever. I'm not gonna throw that, but yeah, with the Ciara and Russell Wilson, Ciara got lucky, and I keep telling people Ciara got fucking lucky. Because she was about to be what that woman was talking about. She got lucky that Russell Wilson not only like saw something in her that you was like, yo, you got a kid. You know what? Fuck it. That kid could be my kid and all that other stuff. She got lucky. Eve, I always thought. Here's the thing about Eve. Yes, she's a pit bull in the skirt, but you can always see the feminine in Eve as well. Yes, she can rap her ass off, and like she got some hardcore ass fucking lyrics, but she's still a woman, and I'm pretty sure she was feminine as fuck and all that stuff. I don't know who the fuck she probably, the first nigga she probably fucked with was probably that billionaire that wasn't on no fuck nigga shit. And like I'm gonna leave it at this. This is why like I don't like the term settled, because a lot of you women, like, I understand it's like it's hypergamous. You're hypergamous by nature, so some of this shit is just not. It's just built in you, but some niggas it's just like, what do you call complacent? What you call it's like what you call complacent. What is the difference between complacent and happiness? If a nigga's happy where he's at, is he really complacent? It's like, oh, I want better. It's just like I'm good where I'm at. You know, because a lot of women, I think the whole Keeping Up with the Joneses is just the women want better, but sometimes the men is just like, we get to a spot, we're good, and you can tell that. It's like I always say, you gotta find a woman that's just like that. It's just like, you know what, we don't need that. We don't need a big ass mansion. We good here in this good ass neighborhood. I don't need to keep up with the Joneses. I'm good with what you give me. That stuff. You need to find a down ass chick like that, because them the only ones that will ride with you like that, and the other fucking people, they'll just use you up for your money. So that's why I don't like the term settle, because it's just like, you mean to tell me it's like what was it? A nigga gotta be a billionaire to fuck with you, and you not even don't have billionaire pussy. And look, I'm not, and I'm not. This is not a bash on black women or women in general and all that stuff. But I have been seeing it. It's just like, oh, a nigga got to make 6 figures. And it was like, bitch, you don't make 6 figures. Or a nigga got to do this and this. And it's like, bitch, you don't do that. So you try to get so you want a nigga to do shit for you that you can't even fucking do. It's like, go sit your ass down. Go sit your dumb ass down. All right. As a big nigga, it's like I don't ask for a woman that's a size 2. It's like I'm not doing that. But if a size 2 go ahead and fuck with me, she can fuck with me. But even then, it's just like, are we compatible? And I think that's the most important part of the fucking relationship that I think a lot of people look over. Are you compatible? Are we compatible? If I, we gonna have our arguments because I feel like we're gonna have our good days, we're gonna have our bad days. But am I gonna look at you and go like, this is the best decision I've ever made? I want to make you the, the person that I always want you to be in my life and all this stuff. That's where I feel like that's where the fucking connection is. Like, yeah, can men be superficial? Yeah, but also we real with our shit. If we see a good ass, I'm not even gonna lie. Even a fuck nigga go like they'll see a nice girl and then go, hey, I'm no good. Some I've seen it. Some like fuck boys they'll say, look, ma, I'm no good. It's like I don't know why. And you go, and the women go, it's okay, I can change you and all that shit. And then you realize the nigga don't change, and then you get fucking mad. Leaves you as a fucking single fucking mother, and we gonna continue the cycle. Fuck that. I don't think they settled, and I'm yes, those women, Nicki Minaj and fucking Rihanna. I don't think they settled. I think they found what they was looking for. The fact that Rihanna is like she's pregnant, and she wasn't trying to get pregnant until she was like 40. Like this wasn't even in it. Hell, Cardi B and Offset, and I've said this many a times. I like their relationship. I actually do like their fucking relationship. I think she treats him well. I know a lot of people was just like, oh, she do that, and she gets blamed for a lot. Cardi B gets blamed for a lot of thought culture today and all that shit. But I'm gonna tell you, and this is me defending the black woman. I don't know, but take it or leave it. They was gonna do that shit. Half of these women's gonna do some bald headed whole shit, whether it's Cardi B saying it or Meg The Stallion saying it and all that stuff. I never put the blame on them because these women, even though these women look up to them and all that other shit, some women do want to do bald headed whole shit. It's just it. It's like if they really, and I'm not saying they don't respect themselves by listening to Cardi and Megan, but I'm gonna say this: if they was really, really, really trying to be the betterment for the black woman, they'll listen to someone like Rhapsody, who, if I said, is probably one of the better rappers, and she's just dope. I seen, and every time I hear about Rhapsody, it's from a dope male artist and all that stuff because they co-sign on her. But it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna just end this here. Let me know what y'all think. It's like, do y'all think how do y'all feel about the word settled? Because I fucking hate that word. I really do. It's like sometimes you just find what you're looking for. It may not be in that fucking range, but I think that's what um love don't cost a thing. Not love don't cost a thing, but fucking still moving with Kevin Hart. It's gonna come back to my head. Oh, act like a lady, thinking like a man. Okay, yeah. You probably gonna get one of those situations half of the fucking time. So let me know what you guys think. Till then, my name is Mosquito Fly. And my body's telling me to go to fuck to sleep. So let me do what my body says. Peace.